One more Ajax design issue to take into account is that you're doing partial page updates. Usually in Ajax, you're updating the part of a page with fresh data fetched from the server, not the whole page. And so you need to make sure that your new data has been observed by the user, has been noticed by the user, even though it's only updating part of the page. So you've seen that in, for example, in emphasis.html, an example we've already taken a look at, we've created in this course. The idea here is when you click the display message button that the application will download data from the server and display the new downloaded text, flashing it in red and then going back to basic black, the default color for text, and it looks like this. As you see that not only displays the new text but also displays it in red momentarily and then goes back to the black font that is the standard for the text page. And the way this worked was that you set the color for the target div to be red, you place the response text downloaded from the server into the target div like this, and then you called the JavaScript set timeout function, and it's going to in such a way that after 500 milliseconds it's going to call the dimmer method, the dimmer function, and the dimmer function gets an object, creates an object corresponding to the target div, and sets the target div foreground color back to black. So that's certainly one way of doing things. You can also use the background color property as well, and that would set the background color of the newly fetched data, newly fetched text to red, and there are a bunch of other ways of doing this as well. And so the operative point from the design standpoint, the design point of view, is that you need to make your partial updates noticeable for the user, and that works in this example like that. But keep in mind that if the user doesn't see your partial update, it's almost as good as if the partial update hasn't happened at all. So it's good that you don't need a full screen, full page update in order to work with Ajax. That's the whole point behind Ajax. But because you're only updating part of the page, you run the risk that the user may not notice what you're doing. And so what you have to do is you have to provide some way of making your changes to the web page stand out. And whatever way you do that, it's fine, but just notice from a design point of view, that's a necessary type of thing to do.